Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. A little cold where I'm at this morning, Josh. I don't know about you guys. All right, so 9:26 a.m. Josh, show everybody how they can get in touch with the cold. It's a little cold this morning, how they can get in touch with the show. There you go, 706-889-9700. Email right there, and social media way you can follow the show. Now at 10:10, I always have to get out. Excuse me. Ran inside, grabbed a little breakfast, multitasking. At 10:10, I have to be out at 9:50 on Mondays because I have to make room. I have to make way for Lauren Hunter that comes in and does an amazing sports show every Monday at 10:10 on Facebook Live, Team FYN Sports. Josh is the producer. Now, I understand Josh does not say very much, okay? Very seldom does he get involved with the show, and he pays close attention. He takes notes, and he gets all these segments up, and you can find those at our YouTube channel as soon as the show's over. But if you really want to get to know Josh, you switch over at 10:10 to the sports show because he can't stay out of that. I mean, he gets involved. I mean, usually there's a Braves update or something, but all jokes aside, they have a great time every morning, 10:10, Monday morning, 10:10 on Team FYN Sports Facebook page. All right, back to the show. This is a time I want to run through a couple. Number one, all right. I understand this is the 15. I just gloss over this real quick. So, what a country. What was the comedian that used to say, what a country? The Russian comedian, right? I love, Russia. I got to say Russia. Michelle Obama and Barack Hussein Obama and the little children's, and maybe the mother-in-law is still there. Maybe she's keeping house, number one. Here on this big picture, this is Martha Vineyard. Supposedly this is an estate, $15 million estate that the owner of the Baltimore Celtics owns, that the Obamas have been leasing up there, Martha's Vineyard. Okay. It's really let me say something very racist to you. This is so racist. You guys are gonna just I'm in trouble. But you remember, the old days when people were concerned, moving into the neighborhood would decrease property values. I know you just got so upset. Obama's now they switched it all up. I can give it to them, man. They moved in the neighborhood, property values went up because there's nothing like white people. I'm sorry, liberal white people. Let me get it straight. Liberal, elite, rich white people in Martha Vineyards that get to have a little, let's see, wine and cheese. And, oh, darling, the Obamas have moved in down the street, darling, right down the street from our house. I'm sorry. Anyhow, they may be moving in. What about the fact that you go from handing out leaflets? Now, you're a state senator. Let me put this together really quick for you. You are an Illinois state senator, a nothing. You're working on the street corner in Chicago in your district, handing out leaflets. Hey, Planned Parenthood's over here, and this one's over here, and we have youth basketball. And I play in the youth basketball league on this night, and, boom, boom, boom. And you're handing out leaflets as a community organizer for Acorn. Remember Acorn? And next thing you know, somebody says, you ought to run for Congress. And okay. And you did not buy the seat from Rob Blagojevich and Jesse Jackson's son. So you're running on the Democrat ticket as a nobody. You do not stand a chance, a snowball chance in wherever, okay, of becoming the next senator of Illinois. Then all of a sudden, the Republican incumbent that should have won decided he couldn't keep it in his pants. Just saying. And he had to, you know. So they sexual scandal here, and he had to say, I'm out of the race. Wonder if anybody knew that day what was really going on. I really asked myself. I ask you. I ask anybody. Did anybody really know what time it is? When Obama got the nod to be the candidate, Democrat candidate, and then he didn't stand a snowball's chance. But then all of a sudden he went from community organizer and little state senator to running against Alan Keyes. Illinois had nobody else. Hey, the guy's out. He's a sexual predator. No, he's out. He's a bad deal. Who we have? Alan Keyes. That'll do it. So Alan Keyes runs on the Republican Party. I'm getting stuck here. The next thing you know, Barack Hussein Obama happens to be the senator from the great state of Illinois. U.S. Senator. He shows up and he is U.S. Senator for what? He gets through orientation, right? And about that time they say, I bet you could be president. And next thing you know, they couldn't even get a mortgage. All right, let me say this. Let me go back. Do you remember in Chicago when the Obamas could not get a mortgage? And was it Rasco or whoever it was, Risco or whatever? Look it up. He had to co-sign, was it, or get them, or he mortgaged their house for them? I don't know. Look it up. Just check it out. Now, just like that, boom, $15 million estate in Martha's Vineyard. God bless America, right? Okay, so let's go on with the next. Let's go. We're going to run through some pictures really quick, Josh, and like we do, because I don't have a. Here's one, number 9. Okay, I tell you, they are Axios. Trump suggested nuking hurricanes to stop them from hitting the U.S. So if Trump's sitting in a room and we got a hurricane, drop a nuke in the thing, that'll change it up real quick. Oh my God, did he say that? Yeah. So this is big news today, number 9. Okay. Let me get to, I have my closer for the day. Let me get to ones. We're going through pictures. Number 18, media talking this morning, how Peter Pan Buttigieg, would tackle the mental health and addiction crisis. There you go. He can't tackle crime in South Bend, Indiana. He can't figure out how to up the percentage, the imbalance in the percentage of black officers to white officers, but he's going to tackle that whole mental health and addiction crisis. Let's see what else we have going on this morning. Hong Kong, number 23. Hong Kong police draw guns in latest protest violence. Number 23 there. They drew guns. Folks, I always bring Hong Kong into just a very clear focus for me. Don't know about you. Hong Kong is China. China's in charge. China's not interested in your freedom of your freedom of speech, religion, the right to bear arms, and they're not going to protect your democracy in China. They don't do that. They will deal with Hong Kong and then erase it from your memory, like Men in Black, like they did Tiananmen Square from their history. Get it straight, folks. It's China. They're not going to negotiate. Number 25. Trump tweeted out on Meet the Press, my only question is, who is our bigger enemy? Jay Powell or Chairman Chi or Chai or Chang, or who is? Jay Powell, head of the Federal Reserve. I absolutely love every day President Donald J. Trump attacks, goes after, and just boom, nails the Federal Reserve. Love it every single day. You and I both, 7, 8 rate hikes since the president took office. President Obama enjoyed, now I'm not saying it was good fiscal policy, but President Obama enjoyed, okay, negative interest rates. Jay Powell and the Fed feel it's their job to cool the economy down. If it gets too high, inflation, what about letting free market just flourish? What if there's no Fed whatsoever and we're either in a recession because people don't buy things, borrow things, and build things, or we're booming because people buy things, borrow things, and build things? Why don't we get the Fed totally out of our control? Whoever told in the history of our country that we needed a Fed to cool us off when we were moving a little too fast? Oh, so Josh, I'm going to tell you, I do not want these to go up. Clear? I do not want these pictures to go up. But 28 and 29 are closers today, but do not put them up yet. Okay, let me go through here. A couple more here. We talked about Joe Walsh lowering our standards. We talked about the chaotic week. All right, we got that. Democrat dilemma. Let's go with the number 43 really quick. This is the G7. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Got a moderator? Who do we have there? Little Macron. Throwing a climate hissy. Okay. Number 44, we'll just go back here a little bit. Number 44, 79th day of mass protests in Hong Kong. So what if China called and said, look, Trump, here's what we're going to do. They don't really say this, but we know you're going to be president again. We're not happy about it, but, Joe doesn't even know if he's in Vermont or New Hampshire. And you got these liberal whack jobs, and no way Peter Pan Buttigieg and his wife Tinkerbell are going to deal with China. They're going to want us to fly the rainbow flag over here, and we're not going to do it. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to cut you a trade deal. You got it? It's going to make everybody happy over there. But you leave us alone on Hong Kong. You go play golf down at Mar-a-Lago. You go out there to Bedminster, New Jersey. You go do a couple campaign rallies and you shut the hell up and leave us alone over Hong Kong, and we'll cut the trade deal. What if that has been said? Switching major gears. CNN, the world is on edge. The sports world, number 47. Colts quarterback Andrew Luck retiring. Number 47, ESPN. Colts won't try to recoup $24.8 million from Luck. Number 48. I'm trying to keep my hands warm, right? Number 48. Colts quarterback Andrew Luck retiring. News leaks during preseason game. He was booed off the field. Number 49, fans boo Luck after retirement announcement. Luck says he was hurt by the reaction of the Colts fans. All right. What happened was Luck was going to come out, do a press conference, and tell you that he physically cannot play football anymore, and his injuries outweigh his love of the game. I mean, that's just the bottom line with Andrew Luck. He no longer enjoys playing football. Multi-millionaire, has a deal, cannot get healthy. So if you take a minute and you look at Luck underneath the center as a Baltimore Colt, it has been exciting. It's been enjoyable to watch him, but his health and his injuries have far surpassed his ability to play the game. And now he says, I don't like my job. I mean, I get up every morning. If you knew how I felt, I don't like my job. There you go. So, switching gears, number 59. This was on Meet the Press yesterday. Chuck Todd likes to do his data download. Manufacturing jobs February to July. Michigan, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Interesting. Of all places, manufacturing jobs down 3,000, 4,000, 6,000 from, of all places, Wisconsin, Michigan, and PA. They are working like you would not believe. Okay. Now, Margaret Brennan, number 61, faced the nation. Had old Larry Kudlow. Larry Kudlow on there, okay? And she said, come on, Larry. Come on, Larry. You know better than this. So she reads Larry Kudlow a couple statements. Number 62, statement on China tariff increase from Retail Industry Leaders Association. Mr. President, we implore you to end this trade war before damages are irreversible. Then we have another one, number 63, David French, National Retail Federation, number 63. It's impossible for businesses to plan for the future in this type of environment. The administration's approach clearly isn't working, and the answer isn't more taxes on American businesses and consumers. Where does this end? When will this ever end? Come on, Larry Kudlow. And you know better than this. So I've got to go here in just a minute. It's right at close to 9:50. You know I got to be out. I want to do these last two pictures, and then I want to go back to my opening this morning. My last two pictures, it's really hilarious. I think it's funny because, you know, they love to put up pictures of stockbrokers or what trade associates. I don't know what the hell they are on Wall Street. They love to put up, they like to find the stressed out guy. Okay. So let's have a little fun with this. This is number 28. Number 28. Okay. This picture goes everywhere, right? He's on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Look at him there, right? Let's think of that for just a minute. So what if they took that picture and he just got a call finding out his wife is leaving him? I don't know. What if he lives in Connecticut and he just got a call saying they're going to close one lane on the bridge tonight and it's going to take him another hour and a half? Or they shut down the train. He takes to Connecticut and he's got to take a bus. What if he's finding, oh my God, I got to take a bus. It's going to take me another hour and a half. My wife ain't going to shut the hell up because little Billy's got a baseball game or football practice or you know, a recital. Little Jeannie's got her. What if that is what was happening at the time they shot that picture? What if? You just never know. Go with 29, the other one. Here's a guy. The first guy's in Connecticut, okay? Because most of these guys on Wall Street, they're not staying in New York City. The majority of them, they're getting out of there. My baby takes the evening train. They're getting out of there, okay? Most of these guys. And they're going two places. They're going Connecticut or Jersey. Which one you want? So this guy's, oh my God, he just found out they're closing another lane in the tunnel. Oh my God. Or he just found out Interstate 78 or Interstate 80's got 3 lanes closed. Oh, God, I won't get home till 9 o'clock tonight. What if? I say it because I always see these pictures. They're so dramatic. Chaotic week on Wall Street as the Dow crashes with Trump's tweets. And these guys are so stressed out. What do you mean they're out of roast beef over at the deli? You never know. Just saying. All right, I want to close with this because I am up to time where I have to go. Give me number 5. This is Phil. We started the show, okay? Now, I'm got a couple hours. I snuck away, went down to Bath, Pennsylvania, Northampton County, PA. They had a little booth down there for a street festival they call Suds and Spuds. Oh, they had a baked potato fixin' bar, and they got fries. I mean, they got the spuds and they got the suds. All right. So this guy walks up to the table, and I'm next to it, and I said, hey, can I talk to you a minute? Told him who I am. Phil, I hope you watched the show today. So I gave him a card, and I said, look, I'm going to be honest with you. Him and his wife was with him, and I said, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I singled you out. I was straight up right from the beginning. I said, I singled you out. I said, I don't want to talk to white people here. I mean, so I don't know how this guy's taking me. I said, I don't want to talk to white people. I want to know from you, okay? Do you support President Donald Trump? He said, absolutely, I support him. I said, will you vote for him? All right. And he said, yes, I will vote for Donald Trump. I said, did you vote for him the first time? He said, no, I did not. I said, wait a minute. Are you telling me that you voted for Hillary Clinton? No, I stayed home. Okay. Phil stayed home. He said, I stayed home. I didn't vote. But you're coming out this time and you're going to vote for Donald Trump for president. Yes. Okay. Did you vote for? I didn't vote for Obama both times. Why? Because they told me this. He said the media, I guess, basically, or they try to tell me I'm supposed to vote for him because he's black, not his policies. And I didn't vote for him. All right. Phil gets it. Phil says that I'm being called a racist, so they can the black vote in the inner city, they can try to salvage. Phil says, and I'm not quoting him because I didn't write it down, but Phil says, you know what? The black vote is moving away from the Democrats. He says it's moving away. I'm telling you, black voters their eyes are open. They're moving away from Democrats and they're going Republican, and Trump's going to get a good turnout with the black vote. I mean, this is what Phil's telling me. So yeah, he's going to get a good turnout. And I was just amazed. I never met this guy. And I tell you what, he's a friend. And I tell you what, Phil and I got in a conversation, and what I really enjoyed Phil and I got in a conversation. I didn't ask Phil how old he is. I think we were close to the same age. We talked about growing up, not realizing that the world was upside down like it is. And, but the bottom line, Democrats are in major fear that the Jewish vote may move off the Democrat bloc. You see, the Democrats do not care. Do not care. You are useless to them. You are nothing to them. They have no need for you except your vote. They don't want your input. They won't want to know what you think. They're not going to do anything for you. Phil and I got to talking about the crime bill. We got to talking about what I called, and we talked about the roundup when Bill Clinton signed the crime bill. He said, he told his wife, he said, I always tell you, that's what they meant when they said back in, the 90s when Bill Clinton signed the crime bill. He said, that's what they meant. If police officers pulled over a young black man, they said, we got to meet our quota. That's exactly right. I mean, Bill Clinton and the Democrats did the biggest roundup of young black men in this country, put them in paid for federal prisons, built for private use, and then gave the companies that operated them, the private companies that operated the prisons, so much per inmate. And that's why they filled them with young black men. Crime off the street. I tell you, I'm going to say this and I'm going to walk away. There was a time when young black men, first and foremost, were rounded up and put on a ship. Now, I'm not going into slavery and reparations, but they were rounded up and put on a ship. There's a time when young black men were rounded up and put in the inner city by, Lyndon Baines Johnson and Democrats. There was a time when young black men were lynched and burned and hung by Democrats for the KKK. There was a time in the 90s where Bill Clinton and friends built prisons and rounded up young black men to fill the prisons to pay private owners. They destroyed the black family in America. They have destroyed all they can do. They've done all the damage they could to white families in America. I'm your host. I'm out. I will be back soon. You're just going to turn on the TV, and I'm going to be right back there in Ellijay, Georgia. It's now time. Take a break. Move over to Team FYN Sports Facebook page for Lauren Hunter and instant replay at 10:10. Josh, take us out of here. Thank you, everybody. What a beautiful background there.